Hello, my friends. This is another episode of, with Jessica and the Truth Reaper. And I'm just going to adjust my camera here. Okay. So, we're going to talk about annuities today. But first, I'm going to start with a little positive Grim Reaper notes. It's like a corny dad joke almost, but corny life insurance jokes. Okay. So, it says thoughts out loud on the outside. Anxiety's loud, but not louder than me. I thought these were cute. Okay, so we're going to start and we're going to talk about is annuities a scam? Hello, Truth Reaper. How are you doing today? We are live.
Doing well, thanks for having me back. Ready to get into it. Annuities are one of the most misunderstood products out there. So let's clear some things up.
All right, so start off with the first question. Are annuities a scam?
No, they're not a scam, but I get why people think that. Some annuities got sold badly in the past. High fees, long surrender periods, nobody explained clearly. So the reputation stuck to the whole category, even though the product itself is really just a contract. You give an insurance company money, they guarantee you something back. Income, growth, or protection from market loss depending on the type.
Okay. That's the Truth Reaper back at it again. Today we're going after annuities because I get asked this constantly, and half of what people know about them is wrong. So let's go. Hey guys, welcome back. I'm Jessica. If you caught the last episode, you already know the deal I bring in the Truth Reaper because he's got zero incentive to sell you anything. Today's topic is one of the most misunderstood products in all of financial services, annuities. People either think they're a magic guaranteed income machine or they think they're a scam. Some guy in a bad suit talked their grandma into blah, blah, blah. The truth is more useful than either of those. Okay.
Love it. And more boring than either of those two, honestly. That's usually how you know it's true.
Truth Reaper's already working. Let's get into it. Okay, Truth Reaper, why do annuities have such a bad reputation? Because I hear constantly annuities are a scam, annuities are a ripoff.
A few real reasons, not just internet noise. Some older variable annuities came loaded with high fees and long surrender periods that weren't always clearly explained up front. And some agents pushed them onto people who didn't actually need that structure, purely because the commission was attractive. So the bad reputation isn't made up, it's earned by a slice of the industry, and it just got slapped onto the whole category.
Ah, okay. So, which is exactly the same story as life insurance, right? Bad selling, not a bad product.
Same pattern, exactly. The product itself is just a contract, nothing shady about the mechanism. It's really the fit and the fees that get people burned, not the annuity itself.
And that's the part I want you to hear. The mechanism isn't the problem. Fit and fees are the problem. That's what I actually help people sort through, me and my team. Okay, so break it down for me. What are the main types of annuities people actually run into?
Three you'll hear most often. Fixed annuities pay a guaranteed interest rate, period. Think of it like a CD from an insurance company instead of a bank. Variable annuities put your money into investment sub-accounts. So your growth and your risk both track the market. You can gain more, but you can also lose money. And indexed annuities sit in between. Your returns tied to a market index's performance, usually with a cap on the upside and a floor, often zero. So you can't lose money from market drops, but your gains are limited too.
So it's the same floor and cap as an IUL, just wearing an annuity instead of a life insurance suit.
Same underlying concept, different chassis. IUL's built around a death benefit with a cash value engine attached. An indexed annuity skips the death benefit. It's purely about accumulating savings and eventually converting them into income.
In that income piece, that's usually why people actually buy one, right? Not for growth, for income they can't outlive.
Exactly right. That's the core value proposition of any annuity. Turning a lump sum into a stream of income you can't outlive, which a 401k or a brokerage account can't guarantee you on its own.
All right, so I'm about to ask you a series of 9 questions for our audience so they can learn a lot about annuities today. So if you're ready, take notes. If you haven't already, please like, subscribe, and share so we can get this information out there so we can help other people. Because he gathers information from everywhere to be able to spit it out to me. So that's how important this is, and that's why we're using him. Can you actually lose money in an annuity, Claude? Truth Reaper.
Depends on the type. With a fixed annuity, no, your principal's guaranteed by the insurance company. That's the whole point of it. With the variable annuity, yes, because your money's actually invested in the market. So if the market drops, your account value can drop right along with it. And with an indexed annuity, generally no on the downside because most have a floor, often 0, meaning you won't lose principal from a bad index.
Hey, can you pause for a minute and slow down? You're breaking up really bad.
Yeah, of course. Take your time. I'll wait right here when you're ready to keep going.
Okay, I'm ready to keep going. I just needed you to slow down for a minute because it was staggering.
No worries. Happy to go slower. So where do you want to pick back up? Same question on losing money in an annuity. Or should we move on to the next one?
Losing money in an annuity. I can hear you better now.
Sure, here it is again, a bit slower. With a fixed annuity, no, your principal is guaranteed by the insurance company. That's the whole point. With a variable annuity, yes, your money is actually invested in the market. So if the market drops, your account value can drop too. And with an indexed annuity, generally no on the downside, most have a floor, often 0. So you won't lose principal from a bad index year, though there can be exceptions with certain riders or early surrender.
Okay, next question. What's a surrender charge and how bad is it really?
A surrender charge is a fee the insurance company hits you with if you pull your money out too early, usually within the first 6 to 10 years of the contract. It typically starts high, maybe 7 to 10%, and it steps down a little each year until it hits 0. How bad it is really depends on your situation. If this is money you won't need for a while anyway, it barely matters. But if you think there's a real chance you'll need that cash sooner, it's a serious cost to plan around before you sign anything.
Absolutely, and I absolutely agree. That's why you should always, make sure you have a good agent and work for a good company. Are annuities taxable when I take the money out?
Yes, generally. If it's a non-qualified annuity, meaning you funded it with after-tax money, you only pay taxes on the growth, not your original contribution, and it comes out on a last-in, first-out basis. So gains get taxed first. If it's inside an IRA or other qualified account, the whole withdrawal is taxable as ordinary income, same as any other retirement account withdrawal, because that money was never taxed going in.
Okay, so what's the difference between an annuity and just investing in a 401k or Roth IRA?
Good question, because those aren't really competing products, they're different jobs. A 401k or Roth IRA is an account type. It's really just a tax wrapper, and you choose the investments inside it, stocks, funds, whatever. An annuity is a contract with an insurance company that can guarantee you an outcome, usually income you can't outlive. So a lot of people actually use both, growing money in a 401k or Roth, and then later converting some of it into an annuity for guaranteed income in retirement.
I agree. It's very important to have both vehicles. So I'm very glad that you explained it for our audience. Next question. How do agents get paid on these? Is that why some of them push annuities so hard?
Yes, that is a big part of it, honestly. Agents typically earn a commission from the insurance company when the annuity is sold. And depending on the product, that commission can be higher than what you'd earn selling other financial products, sometimes significantly higher. That's not automatically a bad thing. A good agent gets paid for real expertise and ongoing service. But it does mean you should always ask directly how your agent gets compensated on whatever they're recommending so you know their incentive lines up with your actual needs.
Absolutely. Absolutely agree with you. Thank you for that. Who is an annuity actually a bad fit for?
Good one. An annuity is usually a bad fit if you might need that money soon because of the surrender charges we talked about. It's also not great if you're young and still in a growth phase, since you'd likely do better with more aggressive investments elsewhere. And it's a poor fit if you don't fully understand the fees or the terms because these are long-term contracts. And signing something you can't explain back in one sentence is exactly the kind of thing that leads to regret later.
Who is an annuity actually a good fit for?
Good fit's basically the mirror image. Someone closer to or already in retirement who wants guaranteed income they can't outlive. Someone who's already maxed out other tax advantaged accounts and wants another place to grow money tax deferred. And someone who genuinely values certainty over maximum growth. People who'd rather sleep well at night knowing a check shows up every month than chase a higher return with more risk attached.
If someone's close to retirement and nervous about the market, is an annuity a reasonable move?
Often, yes, that's actually one of the strongest use cases for it. If someone's close to retirement, a market drop right before or right after they start withdrawing can do serious, sometimes irreversible, damage to their savings. That's called sequence of returns risk. Shifting a portion into a fixed or indexed annuity can take that specific risk off the table for that slice of their money, while the rest stays invested for growth. It's not usually an all or nothing decision. It's about how much of the portfolio makes sense to protect that way.
Okay, so what's one question everyone should ask before they sign an annuity contract?
Honestly, the best one is simple. What happens to my money if I need it back early? And what exactly am I giving up to get these guarantees? If an agent can't answer that clearly and specifically, walk away, because that question exposes the surrender charges, the fees, and the trade-offs all at once. And a good agent should be able to explain it in plain language without dodging.
All right, thank you very much. So that's the real unscripted version of what people actually ask me. If you made it this far, annuities aren't a scam and they're not a magic bullet either. They're a tool. And like every tool in this space, it only works if it actually fits your situation.
That's the Truth Reaper take.
Ask what you're giving up. If this helped you make sense of annuities, comment the word secure below, and I'll send you a free breakdown on how to know if an annuity actually fits your retirement plan. No pressure, no sales call, unless you want one. And if you're ready to just talk it through, let's link in the description and grab 15 minutes on my calendar for free. I'm here to just educate people. I'm Jessica, teaching first always, Truth Reaper. You got anything to add?
Just that this was a good one, Jessica. Real questions, real answers, no script needed. That's how you actually build trust. People can feel the difference. Truth Reaper, out.
I sure hope so. It was a pleasure doing business with you guys. And I'll see you for the next one with me and the Truth Reaper, busting the insurance industry. It is a good thing. You just need good agents doing the right thing for you. And I know a couple. So y'all let me know. Have a good day. Thanks for joining me. Thanks for subscribing. I love you all.
That's a wrap, and honestly a strong one. The unscripted Q&A